Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Jimnasium. As always, I am your host, XFL Jim, joined by my lovely, illustrious co-host, Chase Lupine Fiasco Sessoms. I watched a little SummerSlam, so I'm kind of in the mood right now.
Fair. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing fucking great, dude. We've got NFL preseason going on. We've got CFL in their third week already, and we have college football this week. We are counting down the days until I have college football in front of my eyeballs.
It's
so fucking hype. It's exciting. It's amazing, and I can't wait until we get football all day, every day.
Yeah.
Fucking
just the watch whatever preview show you want, and then games from basically before lunch until way too late in the evening.
Literally. So the way I would do it when I was on the West Coast, because I feel like West Coast is, I feel we've talked about this before, that West Coast is an underrated sports time to be watching, because you can watch literally the first game start at 9 a.m. So
right,
you watch first thing in the morning, you're eating breakfast, watching East Coast football. You go through it all. And then your evening, like decent time evening, you're watching your Pac-12 football. And then if there's a Hawaii game in Hawaii, you get your late night. And then what I would do is if I worked, since I worked a lot of Saturdays out there till like 2 or 3 in the morning, I would watch Japanese college football.
Yeah. I mean, I literally, until I started doing this podcast with you, had no idea that Japanese football was an option, but I know now, and I'm all in.
I need to figure out a new way. I need to check to see if the way I was watching it is still available, because I think they've actually, for the X League itself, at the very least, they've gone to a separate streaming platform that you can buy for it's like $25 for the whole season.
That's probably better than you're going to pay for pretty much everything else in America in terms of getting sports content.
I might need to look into that, or if I could just watch it the way I've been watching it, I'll just do that because it's free. And either way, even if you pay for the streaming, there's no English broadcast.
Yeah, which leads us back to we have to do a most extreme elimination challenge voice dub live stream of a game sometime.
1000% we need to do that. We need to so what I'm thinking is I'll watch a game, or I won't watch a game. I'll just record it, have it ready, and then we'll do like a live thing too, or we'll just watch it live if we're both feeling up to it, because it's going to be late as fuck.
That's fair. Nothing wrong with just getting a little bit weird late night on the live stream.
That's true. That's very true.
Putting words in Japanese people's mouths.
I mean, they do it to us. We like. When they dub like Pulp Fiction or any of our movies, they're not like just kind of taking their liberties with it.
I mean, just based on the Japanese adult video titles that you've provided to me before, I feel like they take a lot of liberty with with the words and overall word totals that are in those titles.
Hey, those titles are majestic. And the title themselves are a form of art.
They really don't leave a lot of, to the imagination as to what's going to go down in that video, though. Like
they really want you to know what you're in for.
The Japanese want you to be well informed about what's about to happen in this adult video.
Hell yes, they do. And we want you to be well informed about keeping your balls clean and shaven. And the way you do that is you go to manscaped.com and you use promo code XFL to get 20% off and free shipping when you get the Lawnmower 4.0. I'm getting a little bit of hair back, but if you want your balls to look like this, nice, clean, crisp, that's where you go. You go to Manscaped, you get the Lawnmower 4.0, and you use promo code XFL at checkout for 20% off. 20% off and free shipping. Go fucking do it, folks.
Do you know why, Jim?
I think I do, but I want to hear you say it.
X gonna give it to you.
You're goddamn right. And we're also going to give you some NFL news. We had preseason. I'm going to call this week 2. It is week 2. That's what it is. What did you think of the game so far? I'm thinking you're seeing some rookies come into it. You're seeing A couple teams sort of shine. The storylines that really stuck out to me, you had Mitch Trubisky just balling out against the Bears. The Bears' offensive line is a fucking mess and a half. Tua was looking good. You had another fight. I think it was at the Pittsburgh game. Glorious stuff going on. It's just what I want. It's what I need in NFL preseason. I want fights. I want action. I want storylines. I want drama. Hard Knocks has been killing it recently, although I do wish they were covering more. More like players that might get cut. I want to see players that have the potential to get cut, and that's what I want. Nice technical save right there, my man. It's all good. What have you been thinking about preseason?
Like yesterday, I had just like a straight up football day. Like from the time games started, like last weekend, I was blacked out of a bunch of games. Like I didn't get to see very much of the preseason. I literally got to watch all the way from I can't remember what the first game I watched was, but all the way through like Las Vegas and the Rams.
So that's a good thing. That's really good because guess what? This isn't just preseason for the players. This is preseason for us fans as well. We need to get into the momentum. That's why I appreciate these games being on Saturday, because it helps me prep for college football where I'm just going to be sat in front of a TV and have my phone or a laptop or sat in front of my computer with screens everywhere and just tweeting and watching.
Dude, yesterday between Alabama Stakes Day at Saratoga, between tracking the results of my baseball parlay and NFL preseason, my remote control was smoking and sparking after about 15 minutes of all the flipping.
Do you find that you have enough screens for how many different things you watch?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. Especially, I mean, with like baseball and stuff, like I can usually get a baseball game live on ESPN Plus, and then that's like streaming for me through like the Amazon Fire. And I can't then have like a second screen going on my television. So that means laptop in the lab with like the MLB TV with a game going there and then flipping back and forth between those.
If it were up to me, I think my setup would be if I could move my PC out to the garage, have the have the big TV that's in there, have a PC set up, and then have a laptop. And then sometimes I'll even crank out the phone if I need to. When I was working at the bowling alley I worked at, there was a TV right next to the desk. So I had that TV set up. Our computers had internet access. So we had two computers. And if I worked mornings, I was there by myself. So I'd have one computer always on a certain game. I would have mine on when I wasn't on a game that's not super important, because I would need to be flipping back and forth between the POS and the game. And then I would have my phone on our little money counter right there, like eye level. So I would have boom, 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 boom. I would have 4 games going on at the same time.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. So this is the first year or not the first year, but since like when Sling first came out, like we cut the cord and got rid of cable and just did Sling. Like, but it was so awful during football season because it seemed like if a bunch of people wanted to watch one thing on Sling, that it was guaranteed to just be buffering and never play quite right. But it seems like they got that fixed now. So like I'm gonna have to, but I also like don't have the SEC network. Like I'm gonna have to I'm either have to pay like an extra $10 a month to get like their like Sports Plus package, which I already have to pay for like both of their packages just to have like the channels I want plus ESPN and stuff. So yeah, it's I'm gonna figure it out. I'll have it as just a well-oiled machine by week 3.
The way I do it is I just roll with YouTube TV and ESPN Plus, and then anything else I just pirate.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's just how I do it.
I'm the number one merchant of stolen ESPN passwords on the dark web. That's me.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to do it, honestly. Yeah,
it's not Russia, it's me.
My main question takeaway from this week of training of preseason is Matt Nagy really one of the worst coaches in the NFL? Because Mitch Trubisky looked straight up good on a Bills team.
He He looked very un-Trubisky, did he not? Yeah, I don't know, like, because I mean, you think of like the playoff run that they made where they actually looked pretty good, and that got ended by the double doink.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at last year with Trubisky and Nick Foles, like they managed to go 8-8, a 500 team.
They made the playoffs.
But I don't know if like he's just like a curse or if like just Trubisky either just needed to do some growing up and it was just a bad fit in Chicago.
It might have just been like a whole bad fit in Chicago because like Justin Fields does look good.
And he's sort of the same style. I'd say he brings a whole lot more to the quarterback position than Mitch did, but like
he's like, yeah, Mitch is I guess you could say Mitch is like a bigger discount Justin Fields.
Yeah, he is 100% your Dollar General Justin Fields, whereas you can get Justin Fields at JCPenney stores everywhere, pretty much.
It's true. It's very true.
Justin
I thought
Fields,
that was yeah, he looked good. He got a huge hit on him, which I mean, welcome to the NFL, buddy.
See, all right. That was my absolute favorite part of preseason football this weekend was him not making the adjustment at the line and getting absolutely blasted, because I love when highly heralded rookies get baptized like that. Like, I want them all to have their like welcome to the NFL. Like, I got hit in college, but this is the first time that I've been hit by like a grown ass man who needs to feed his family. Like,
yeah, like I was hit by a guy who like next year he'll be working at an accountant firm or like selling cars. Now I got hit by someone who just plays professional football.
Yeah, this is what he does. Is like his whole life is devoted to getting better at hitting me.
Yeah,
and he got blasted. Like
he got obliterated.
The look in his eyes, like when it took the headband like up around his sideshow bob hair, like took it completely off. Like helmets flying off, always awesome to see. Helmets flying off and then debris going places, even better.
So good.
Even better.
My other takeaway of NFL preseason this week, my other main one, did you see there was another fight?
I didn't. Who?
Pittsburgh. I believe it was in a Pittsburgh game. This one dude's girlfriend starts like smacking the guy in front of her. This guy gets up, takes his glasses off, and starts swinging at the boyfriend, and just like cold clocks him.
How would you like to be the boyfriend who got cold cocked? Just like, God damn it, Cheryl. Like, I wasn't even. Do you realize when you do these things, I'm the one who takes the brunt of it, Cheryl?
If I'm that guy, I'm just Ubering home by myself.
Yeah. Fuck you. I hope you brought cab fare. You better hope I gave you your stuff back out of my pockets, because you're not carrying it in your own pockets, nor are you carrying a purse. You're
not taking shit. I'm gonna just leave. I'm leaving you, and maybe I'll steal some money along the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop and get groceries because women's pants are not made to carry things in pockets, and you didn't want to carry a purse, and you got me punched in the eye by my friend Caleb taught me this term for people from Pittsburgh, yinzers.
Yeah.
Then you got me decked by some yinzer at a preseason game, not even like a divisional matchup. You got me punched in the preseason.
Disgusting.
Man.
Disgusting.
I hope that terrible towel can work like a real helicopter and fly your ass home, Cheryl, because you're not getting a ride from me.
Get the fuck out of here, Cheryl. Last bit of NFL takeaway is I posited the question to you. I'm going to pose it to people out there. Should the Jimnasium start a fantasy league? I think yes. We at least have, I'm pretty sure we at least have 3. We just need to figure out how many people we want, and I'll organize it. I'll work on that this week, but we're going to try. The Jimnasium is going to have a fantasy league. There's going to be some cool shit in it.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. I'm up for it being just like the weirdest format possible in terms of scoring and everything. Like,
kickers will be worth.
Yeah. If we can somehow count CFL Rouges when they occur.
If we can incorporate CFL into this fantasy league, that would be
Yeah, let's just incorporate all football.
Well,
All
because
football.
CFL would be insane because those games are usually super high scoring.
Right. High value draft picks. CFL.
Hell yeah, dude. CFL draft picks, bro. But yeah, we're gonna try and do a fantasy league for the Jimnasium and for the people a part of the Jimnasium and the lovely listeners who like to listen to the garage.
Yeah, there we go.
Fuck.
Come,
yes.
Take us down. We dare you.
We fucking dare you, folks.
We dare you.
Moving on, college football. We literally have college football this fucking week. Cannot wait. It's going to be awesome.
6 days.
6 fucking days. We're going to be breaking down a bunch of those games because there's only was it 5 games this weekend?
I think so.
We'll probably break those down on the preview show along with the NFL preseason and CFL because that's right. The Jimnasium is going twice a week now, folks. We're doing a weekend preview show every fucking Friday. Get on with the garage.
Start and end your weekend with us.
What better way could you do it? Like, we start and end the train.
We start the party and then we win the party.
That is fucking correct. Do you have a like a favorite storyline in college football right now?
Oh, I feel like my favorite storyline right now is the Big 12. Like, I really think that like something is going to. I don't think that Texas and Oklahoma are going to get a fair shake to win the Big 12. Or
not.
With Big 12 officiating. I also hope not. But I mean, with that, like, I really want to see just like fights. I want to see blown calls. I want just like absolute pandemonium in the Big 12 with people just like completely rebuking Texas and Oklahoma.
I would love absolute chaos in the Big 12. That is what I would root for.
I think it could happen. I 100% think it could happen. When it comes to like the other conferences, I feel like there's like an overarching storyline, which is like, the Kings to me seem a bit. They seem weak. I feel like this is the year that you can aim at a lot of the top traditional teams in the conference, and you might get some shakeup.
It does seem like the Ohio State, Clemson, Alabamas of the world. All 3 of those schools seem to be like, if there's ever a rebuilding year, this is kind of it. Clemson has the most experience at quarterback with DJ Uiagalelei, but they still lost like a lot of linemen. They lost a lot on defense. Ohio State, none of their quarterbacks have even started a college football game. And this is if they're like, this is the year that either these schools like either get taken down a notch, which maybe that'd be awesome, or they prove that they can kind of like be the Alabamas of the world and just reload constantly, and be just as good.
Yeah, and I feel like it's Clemson that has to prove that more than anyone else, because I mean they had a year of Deshaun Watson. And then it automatically transitioned into, like what people regard as like a Peyton Manning level kind of generational talent at quarterback, where there was absolutely no question that this was going to be your starting quarterback and this was going to be your starting quarterback until he decides to leave for the NFL.
Yeah, it was like when he came into Clemson, it was like, oh yeah, this guy's going to be like the first pick in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, since high school had been touted as being the first pick in the draft. So, how do you replace that? Is the person you replace them with, even if they've been in the program, like you're still there? You can't teach talent a lot of the times. I mean, and Trevor Lawrence just had all the raw talent that they.
It's true.
All of the raw talent.
I gotta think. My favorite storyline on the East Coast is going to be LSU, because we have absolutely no fucking idea what the Tigers are going to look like, because they were so good in 2019 and they were so bad last year. They lost coaches, they lost players, they were replacing a lot. LSU did prove that like they're not one of those teams that can just reload like nothing.
Which they should be able to, is the messed up part, is like they legitimately should be able to. Like Ed Orgeron shouldn't have to recruit any further than like 20 miles outside of Death Valley. And he would have literally, well, I'll say an hour outside of Death Valley. Like he should not have to go any further than that. Maybe Houston. So I they always seem to reload with skill position, with defensive backs, linebackers,
Receivers,
receiver.
generally.
Yeah, but it's the one question is always quarterback.
Mhm.
That has always been the thing that holds them back. And it's like when they do have a quarterback with his head on his shoulders, they win a national championship.
It does seem like but that only seems to come around like once every like 5 to 7 years.
Right, exactly. So it's going to be
which I'm sure most schools would murder for.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can tell you that.
Yeah. No,
but
they're going to be interesting. Okay, my biggest storyline, if we're going to look at the Midwest and at Big Ten football, is Jim Harbaugh. I think he's going to be gone. I think he's getting the axe, and I think I want to say it's going to happen before the end of the season, but I have a feeling that it's that they won't do that to him.
I think the way that contract is built in, that it's actually, if he has a bad season, it is cheaper for the school to fire him after the season.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Also, I mean he's such a Michigan guy that they
want to like show that respect at least on the way out.
He's not going to get Lane Kiffin to get kicked off the bus on the fucking tarmac.
I have him not getting fired. I actually have Harbaugh beating Ohio State, but not winning the division. So they're in an even trickier position.
Yeah, that's just welcome to the hot seat for another year if that actually happens.
But like you get that monkey off your back, because that's I think that's the biggest monkey is beating Ohio State. But the fact that you don't win the division when you do it would be hilarious to me.
Because I mean they have to finally beat Ohio State to actually start recruiting the athletes that will beat Ohio State regularly. They get
a chicken and egg thing there.
They get their ass kicked in recruiting. I don't care how many stars their recruits have, how highly heralded their recruiting class is. Their recruiting classes just do not stack up to Ohio State in the slightest.
It's true. I mean, no one in the Big Ten really stacks up to Ohio State.
That's fair, but I mean, if you're going to view yourself as being on the same plane and being a rival, like you can't just trot out, out donkeys compared to these thoroughbreds.
Every time I think about Ohio State recruiting, it's bonkers to me the advantages they have, because they're the only Power 5 team in Ohio. One, they have a decent pipeline to the south because they're right by Kentucky.
Yep.
So they can just go into Kentucky and just be like, hey, fuck you, we're Ohio State. And they're a national brand. Like they recruit nationally too.
They are a national poll. A kid from a high school that I graduated from, he ended up going to Ohio State. Was it KJ Wright?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a North Little Rock, Arkansas guy. Went to Ohio State, and it's something that I never really remember ever seeing. Like we've lost people to like people who went to the high school I graduated from. Went to Alabama to play football. We lost one to Florida to play basketball. Like them coming here, they can pluck whoever they want from wherever now.
Speaking of like national people plucking, I am interested to see how the West Coast can kind of like recover if the Pac-12 does anything decent, or if they just cannibalize each other like they normally do. I'm really hoping for like a Washington or a Utah to come out. I just don't believe. I know it probably best for the conference would be if USC can kind of get it all together and get like an 11-win season. I just don't see it with Clay Helton. But it sucks right now. What is it? 3 quarterbacks: JT Daniels at Georgia, DJ Uiagalelei at Clemson, and I think Bryce Young at Alabama are all from Southern California.
Yeah, and they all came to the ACC / or like it's like the
they
SEC
all came to the East.
and SEC adjacent Clemson. Who's I literally consider Clemson almost like an SEC team at this point.
They basically are. It's just those schools, those West Coast schools, they need to be able to retain that talent.
Yeah, I mean Southern California. I mean USC, UCLA. While they have to split talent between themselves, yeah, they have sort of the same thing going that like LSU has going for it, which is if you could fill both those rosters with the top talent in Southern California, and there's plenty to go around to both places.
Yeah,
they would be
fucking set.
Yeah,
jeez, you'd be so fucking said. That's so like the West Coast, I'm really hoping just like someone can kind of emerge. That's what I'm hoping for. Or if that doesn't happen, I'm hoping for extreme chaos and somehow Cal finds their way in like the Pac-12 championship game. That'd be amazing to me.
Yeah, it's that you just cracked me up because I thought about me going back and tabulating our wins and losses for the college football and how many wins you got Cal having.
We've got some fucked up wins and losses for those teams, man. We're
really fucked up.
I was looking it back up and I was like, God damn, we're fucking stupid. But that just goes to show, like, when you're picking like just week by week and you're not looking at the before or the after anything.
Yep. When you're not taking into consideration who they played the week before, you're not taking into consideration who else is on their schedule. Yeah. Crazy shit. Crazy.
And you're not taking into consideration, like, a lot of these teams play like back-to-back road games. They have weird. Yeah. It's stupid. It's crazy. But I mean, that makes it even more like sweet if we get any of these right.
Yeah. I mean, I apparently picked Arkansas to win 12 games this year. So,
that's only natural.
Yeah. I mean, when it happens, I'm going to look like
I was going to say that just makes it so that when they win the SEC or win the SEC and make it to the playoff, it's going to be that much sweeter.
It's just going to be a tweet from me that reads, "Told you."
It'll be a combination of SEC win, 12-0, playoff, coach of the year, and Heisman winner.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who that's. KJ Jefferson, maybe. I don't know who it's going to be yet, but one of those guys.
One of them's going to get the Heisman, and if they go 12-0, you can't give Coach of the Year to anyone else.
Butkus Award winner bumper pool that's going to happen. No,
exactly. Man, we will talk more about college football and specifically the games going on this Friday show this week. It's going to be fucking glorious.
I'm so excited for what's about to happen, Jim.
You mean your shower thoughts? Your shower thought cul-de-sac?
Oh, no. No, I'm talking about our random number generator. What team are we going to root for?
Ooh, we're very excited about that. James Lill asking if we could talk about Week 0. We will talk about Week 0. We are going to save that for the preview show. I will tell you this. As a Nebraska homer, Nebraska will win the game. I don't know if they will cover the spread. I will let you know on Friday.
Sounds good. Yeah, come back. Woo, Fresno minus 27 versus UConn. I love where your head is at, James. Lil.
Yeah, that's a good spot. That's definitely a good spot, and we're gonna fucking talk about it.
Speaking of our season picks that we did, like I believe I had Fresno State 12-0.
I believe you did. I'm pretty sure you had Fresno State as like the best G5 team.
I'm not a prophet, but sometimes I have prophetic dreams.
Oh my, it's pretty fair. Okay, for our college football content that we normally do, because we're not covering the Week 0 games this time, we will do something. Me and Chase are going to be rooting for a specific team in each and every conference in college football. And the way we're choosing our teams is with a random number generator. We have them all. All the teams are listed in alphabetical order for each conference. Obviously, I'm going for Nebraska in the Big Ten. He's going for Arkansas in the SEC. Those ones are already filled in, but the rest are undecided. So we're going to start with the AAC. You want to go first?
Let's go.
Let's do it. You are first. The number is 4. 1, 2, 3. Your team is Memphis.
I like it. They're local. I'll choose.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's like right across the river. That's a good team for you.
2-hour drive. I could go catch a Memphis game.
There you go. My team for the AAC is number 3, Houston.
Ooh, I like that even better. That was my pick to win that conference.
That was your pick to win the conference. I like that. That's not bad. I kind of wish I would have gotten Tulsa. I love me a Golden Hurricane, but I can't be disappointed with used car salesman looking Dana Holgerson.
So far the random number generator like isn't letting us down. Like we didn't get like 2 shitter teams out of the AAC, but still got a lot of conferences to go. So
we do. Next up is the ACC. I'll go first this time. We'll switch back and forth. We'll do a little snake draft situation. My number is 8. 4, 5, 6, 7. Duke is my team in the ACC. It's good to have the shit team out right away.
Yeah, love the losers. Let's go ahead and get that.
Let's go with that. I'm a Duke fan, I guess. At least it's football and not basketball. Your team, Chase, is 1, 2, 3, 4. The Louisville Cardinals.
Woo. They still got Lamar Jackson, right?
It's no, but they have. I mean, I like Satterfield as a coach. Not too bad.
Yeah. All right.
Up next, we have the Big 12. Your team is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oklahoma State.
All right. Oklahoma State, you're the good one.
Yeah. Oh, God, I hope I don't fuck. Oh, Jesus, no. My team is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fuck my ass. I hate life. Shoot me in the fucking face. I have Texas. I fucking hate everything. Fuck me. I'm going to do an ant. I hope they lose every fucking game. Okay. Big 10. I already have Nebraska for this one. Your team is, get the right number of teams in there. There's 14. 3, 1, 2. Oh, buddy.
Who is it?
I hate to do this to you.
Who we got?
You got the Michigan Wolverines.
Fuck.
That's rough.
I'll get to be a pissed off Michigan fan all season. That's fun.
Up next is the Conference USA.
If you think I was calling for Harbaugh's head before that, just wait. Just wait now that he's letting me down since I'm a Michigan fan.
Hey, you want to know what your CUSA team is?
I thought you got to go first with CUSA.
No,
that's
technically
right. Okay.
It was supposed to be the Big 10, so you're going first.
Okay.
Your team in the Conference USA is Louisiana Tech.
All right. La Tech, keeping it regional. I
It's
like
not bad.
getting teams close to me. Rustin.
That is good. It's always nice to get that regional brand. My team for Conference USA is Florida International.
Okay. Owl or Panther or whatever the hell you are.
They're Panther. Atlantic is I was one away from Atlantic.
All right.
Let's say, we also have Independence on here. So let's go. Independence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 Independents. My independent team, 1, 2, 3, 4, is UMass.
God. Which makes me really hope that I get UConn now.
Let's see. Your team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is Notre Dame.
I'm married to Notre Dame alum. Everything's coming up Chase right now.
I was going to say, these ones are really fitting out for you. Now, for the MAC, I really hope we get what we deserve here.
Come on, directional Mish schools.
Okay, there are 12 teams total in the MAC. You are up first for this one.
Directional Mish school, directional Mish
Ball
school.
State.
Directional. Fuck.
I mean, we're obviously going to be rooting for all the directional Mish schools.
Yeah,
That's
of
kind of
course.
just, that's already assumed.
Let's go fighting David Letterman's. You're on my top 10 list.
My team for the MAC is Miami of Ohio. Not bad.
Yeah, it could be worse.
I like them I did sprinkle a little bit on them as a long shot to win the MAC. So I'm pretty happy with that.
All right. I like the sprinkling.
Next up is the Mountain West Conference. Are there any you're hoping for in the Mountain West besides obviously Fresno?
Not San Jose State.
My team is the Nevada Wolfpack, baby.
That's a good pull. Way to go, random number generator.
There
you won
we
that
go.
round of roulette.
Your team is the number 4 team. Close. That was close. It's not SJSU. It's SDSU.
There we go. No Nick Starkle on my conscience.
There you go. Up next, keeping out west, we got the Pac-12. You're up first. You got 6 as your number. 2, 3. You get the Washington State Cougars.
All right, let's go Cougs. Let's go Pullman, Washington.
There is a little bit of controversy with Nick Rolovich as the head coach right now, but I think you're fine. That should be a good team.
Oh, they don't still have Mike Leach? Shit!
Yeah, that's rough. My team in the Pac-12. 5, 6. I got number 9, 7, 8, 9. The Colorado Buffalo. I get 2 teams that I absolutely fucking hate with my life. Fuck me.
I'm going to have to start. I'm going to look for a throwback Cordell Stewart jersey for you.
Good fucking Lord. Next up, it's the SEC. Yours is already decided in Arkansas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do it. Bam. I got number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hate to do this to you. I hate to have to root for them. I got the Auburn Tigers.
Fuck you. This game isn't fun anymore, Jim.
I got a couple rough ones here. And the last, but certainly not least, we have the Sun Belt. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are only 10 teams in the Sun Belt. Am I going first? Yeah, you started. I'll end it. I'll go first. My team for the Sun Belt, the 5th team, 2, 3, 4, 5, the Fighting Men of Troy.
That's a good pull. That was my Sun Belt pick. Go ahead.
You got my Sun Belt pick, Georgia State.
All right, triple
Pretty
option.
good.
I love it.
No, that's Georgia Southern. You got the one that's not a triple option team.
God damn it. I'll remember that someday.
You actually got my favorite win total out of all the win totals I covered this entire year. Georgia State over 5 is my favorite play. They're at least like a 6-7 win team.
This is all right, man.
They could very well be a dark horse for the conference as well if like Coastal has a sophomore slump.
Our lineups are set. I get the bastard child that is Michigan, but let's go.
I get Colorado. I get fucking Texas, dude. Colorado, Texas, and Auburn. Fucking rough Central. Moving on from that, we have Chase's what is it? Your shower thought cul-de-sac. I believe there's actually video to go along with this.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and show the people the video. Let's show the people the video.
Let's go. Playing it now. There you go.
Dear Lord, that is a horse. That is a horse running down the highway.
I was gonna say, if you're listening to this in an audio only version, this video is of a horse running down literally just like it looks like a interstate.
Yeah, and look at that, a saddle cloth with the number 4 indicating that horse is a racehorse. That horse was literally just in a race. They put those on the horses as they're about to race. I call this the Ballad of Bold and Sassy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is 2-year-old filly, Bold and Sassy, who dumped her rider, somehow evaded capture, made it out of Ellis Park in Kentucky, went down US 41, and ended up being safely corralled by her owners. I want to say that she was not hurt in the process, being safely corralled by her owners in Evansville, Indiana, at the water department.
This horse just loves to run. It's like this is like the Forrest Gump of horses.
I was gonna say, like, the only thing that would make it better was if that horse had a red Bubba Gump shrimp hat on while it was running. And could the name Bold and Sassy fit any better than a horse that like just bucked the system, completely left the grounds, and was just on her own running? Like,
I
that's
like what you did there, by the way. Bucked the system. That's pretty good. That did not go unnoticed.
It was not intentional, but I will 100% take that credit. If you notice at the end of the video, the horse is definitely taking the exit.
That horse is like it's obeying like all traffic laws. It knows that it's going pretty slow, so it's staying in the right lane.
I see a tail whip to the right, indicate it's like a turn signal. Look at that. Yep. Look at that. Where do you think the horse went when it got off at the exit?
So I've seen on TikTok there's these people that actually have horses that take them to drive-throughs and whatnot. I bet it went to like a Sonic.
I think it drove through McDonald's and it ordered a single black coffee and then got back on the road.
I could believe that. I mean, that's a power move. That's like when you're long distance driving, that's what you do.
I'm also kind of scared because I'm afraid that this might be like Horse Moses, and that like
it could be like a horse Planet of the Apes situation.
Yeah, I mean, I know she doesn't have opposable thumbs, but I mean, she was smart enough to evade capture. Like, is she going to lead the rest of the beasts of burden to freedom? Are we on our way to a Planet of the Apes / Animal Farm sort of situation?
It begins with the racehorses.
That's where it all starts. Like that. Oh man, I enjoy that video, but I'm so terrified.
It raises so many questions for me. How does a horse like that? How do the horses get out of the racetrack? Like, had to have jumped something. Like they have outriders, right? That are on like ponies, and the ponies will ride in, they'll corral them. Like, there are awesome photos of like outriders who are like literally riding like 2 horses at one time. Like, they have one leg around their pony, one leg around like the loose horse, and they're like just taking them both back, like some old West shit. But no, man, like, I don't know. Also, okay, last night there was a barn fire at Ellis Park. A barn burned down. One horse was injured. Not
not terribly. It sounds like, thank God. Is Bolden Sassy psychic? Did Bolden Sassy know that there was going to be that fire? If she's not psychic, is she somehow implicated in the fire?
Ooh, is Bolden Sassy? Is she connected with any, we'll say, disreputable figures?
Yeah, I mean, is she involved in race fixing? And this was the first step was, burn down the barn. They canceled the entire card today after the barn fire. But like, I mean, am I proclaiming this horse to be Horse Moses when it's really just like horse arsonist?
It could be a horsonist.
A horse arson shot caller at the very least. Like, I'm in a Bolt, so I got an alibi. I was at the water department in Evansville, Indiana.
I was out of this bitch. I had nothing to do with this.
I wasn't even in the state, dog. Because there would be a dog investigating.
In this world of animals ruling everything, the dog would be the investigator.
I don't know why this just like made me like so happy to see. Can we watch the video one more time?
Hell yeah, we can. This is like it's like a nice, happy, fun video. This is like something you'd see on like America's Funniest Home Videos.
Rolling, keep them doggies rolling. Gonna get a single black coffee. Rawhide, ha!
That horse just loves to run.
If there was just a little tiny man running behind her, waving his arms. Like, come back, Bolden Sassy.
That'd be so good. I wanted to see video of her like leaving the park.
Yeah. Also, she ended up at the Evansville water department. How late was that bill, Bolden Sassy? Like, were they coming to put the lock on your water meter at that point? How much did you have a money order in your saddle cloth to take care of that delinquent water bill, Bolden Sassy?
Yeah, she was ready. She's always prepared.
God bless. That's just my mind has gone a million places. I'm real in the weeds with Bolden Sassy right now.
I mean, I feel like I just need next time she's in a race, I feel like I have to bet on her.
Dude, so like the American or Old Smoke Clothing Company based out of Saratoga, they make really cool horse racing related shirts. Like they have one for Bodemeister or I can't remember what. Oh,
that's also a great name.
It wasn't Bodemeister. It was it was another Bodie horse that I believe was by Bodemeister, but in the Preakness a couple of years ago, just threw Johnny Velasquez at the break, and then was just like running its own race, and so that horse got all sorts of like t-shirts dedicated to it.
This one has to.
This horse ran across state lines with a detour, like at exit 51 to do whatever he had to do there. Was it just like a pit stop? Maybe. Was it a single black coffee? Like I thought, probably.
Could be both.
Could be both.
Always going to be rooting for Bolden Sassy. That's what I'm just going to.
New favorite racehorse. Favorite racehorse.
There you go. There you fucking go. Moving on, we got XFL news, quote unquote XFL news, because we got to call it something because the XFL is not giving us any news. I'm going to bring that up every time. Please give us news. Give me like a little drip of news. But XFL adjacent news, CFL week 3 in the books. CFL Jim, big bounce back week for him.
There you go.
Big bounce back week. He went 3-1. He got all of the he got the Friday game and the 2 Saturday games fucking lockstep. I was worried about Calgary there. I was worried that they weren't going to get it done, but they did. They very much did.
I got to see the end of the was it the BC and Edmonton game?
Yeah, it was the BC and the Elks. That was the Thursday one, I believe. That was the first one. That was the only one that CFL Jim got wrong.
Which it looks like the Elks ended up winning, didn't they?
Mm-hmm, they did. BC has a lot of issues going on right now. They have some injury issues already coming in.
But BC made a game of it. They looked like they at least had a chance to win it late.
They did. I mean, they kept themselves in it. That defense is usually pretty solid. It's just I think these injuries were it's week 1 after getting in like a couple major injuries. Can't have that. It's rough.
Just rub some maple syrup on it.
Exactly. Happy for the Toronto Argonauts getting that win at home.
Damn it.
Hey,
I was on the Blue Bombers.
Dude, it was I mean, it's tough to beat a team twice in a row. The CFL, that's what the CFL does. They throw that wrench into the things where teams play each other twice in a row.
I was claiming bombs over Toronto, but looked like anti-aircraft guns in Toronto instead.
It's fair. That's fair. I mean, it was a good game, and the Saskatchewan Roughriders keep fucking pounding. They're the number one team in the garage. They're the number one team in CFL Jim's book, and they're gonna march their way all the way to a fucking Grey Cup.
Whoa, oh, as a Rough Riders roll.
Oh, fucking easily. You want to pick your games for week 4 real quick?
Let's go.
Elks versus Elks at Argonauts.
Elks.
Like it. I like that one a lot. Argonauts in a real big letdown spot. Tiger Cats at the Alouettes.
Alouettes.
Give me Alouettes. Tiger Cats have been looking pretty suspect, I got to say. The BC Lions at the Red Blacks.
Red Blacks.
I'm on Red Blacks as well. And the Calgary Stampeders at the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. No Rough Riders this week.
I'm staying on that Blue Bomber.
I respect that. I respect that. They have a really good logo. Other CFL news. I'm just going to say news that I wish was happening right now. That's the only CFL stuff I have. I wish that there was a coaching announcement. That'd be awesome if Bob Stoops returned, or if they were just like, hey, we're bringing June Jones back. It's going to be fucking awesome. Or like, hey, here's a fucking crazy thing. We're going to get Jim Harbaugh. Fuck you.
Steve Spurrier. I want Steve Spurrier. He'll probably go to the USFL, but
the two that I would love is June Jones and Steve Spurrier. They're the two that won on a shortened season. June Jones won the XFL 2020. Those books cashed out your Houston Roughnecks tickets. And Steve Spurrier won the AAF. We're going to lay it on that.
Yeah. I mean, he is a spring league football veteran, and just like he's a saucy bitch. I don't know how else to describe Steve Spurrier. You know,
you want a personality like that.
He's always got something dickish to say that's usually kind of funny. You hate him when you have a team that plays against him, but like when you're separated from it a little bit and you get to see him, like calling FSU Free Shoes University and shit, like
fucking beautiful. Amazing. The other bit of actual XFL news, quote unquote, and it has something to do with the AAF, is there is a documentary out right now called Alliances Broken, which is a documentary film chronicling the rise and fall and the season of the AAF, like what all went down. It's on, I believe it's on Amazon. I need to download and watch this one ASAP. I saw the trailer and it looks really good.
I got Prime Video, so I know what I'm doing immediately after we get done here while I'm handicapping Saratoga for the week.
Hell fucking yes. I might actually just watch it tonight too.
Which, by the way,
great.
Huge week. It's the week for the Saratoga meet next week with the Travers Stakes, the Graveyard of Champions. Like Secretariat lost in the Travers, American Pharaoh lost in the Travers. Like it's gonna be a good one. Always is.
That's gonna be fucking awesome. That's it for like XFL news. I wish we were getting like city announcements or whatever, but we just had to be patient. Fucking keep trudging along. Maybe that'll be my next YouTube video. Is I'll do a top 10 list of things I wish was happening in the XFL right now.
There we go. I mean, put your dreams out into the universe, and some of them may come true.
Hey, that's what my therapist, that's what everyone tells you, is you manifest reality. You project what you want into reality.
Yeah, I've always just had straight up delusions of grandeur. So it's been my MO since birth, really.
Fucking same. The XFL and the garage are eventually going to be like world conquering. So
yeah, duh.
It's just a matter of time. It's not if, it's when.
But when. When.
Moving on now to our NFL Week 15 picks. Super excited. We're going to breeze right through these. Week 15 coming at you. You ready, my man?
I'm ready. So I ended up, since I did the spreadsheet, I got a peek at like what our picks are kind of looking like. And there's
some, there's some interesting ones. Just like with college, there's some fucking weird, interesting ones in this one.
Yeah.
Week 15, Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Chargers.
I know weird things happen on Thursday night, but I still got to think that the Chiefs are just like, unless they've just been decimated by injury, are just absolutely clicking right now.
I'm right there with you. I'm taking the Chiefs. Carolina Panthers at the Buffalo Bills. And maybe this is like just what I've been seeing, what I've been hearing, but Buffalo looks so fucking good.
You have to, just based on what they did to Chicago yesterday, and I know that you're not playing against like the number one teams and stuff, but what it indicated to me was that they have incredible depth. Like they, just by how they played in that preseason game, they look so deep. Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm on Buffalo. Absolutely.
Yeah, if Trubisky is looking like that as your backup quarterback,
yeah, I mean,
you can't be too upset.
People coming out catching passes, their running backs running really, really well. So it makes you think that if whoever the starting, was it Singletary as the starting running back at
I think so. Their running back situation is always a little
kind of a little by committee, but you know, if someone falls out of the committee, then I think they got whoever they need to fill in. You know,
I think so. So we're both on Buffalo there. Las Vegas Raiders at the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, give me Cleveland there. New England Patriots at the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, the Patriots.
Yeah, Cam Newton actually looking pretty good.
I think he's
as well.
I think he's all the way back. Like maybe not about as all the way as you can get at his age.
Is he? Is it going to be 2015 Cam?
Oh hell!
Will we see that?
No, but he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to be.
Also, feel even more confident. Artie Betts, the man, the rapping legend himself, also on the Pats.
There we go. Artie knows what's up.
He fucking knows. New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins.
I'm drinking the preseason Kool-Aid with the Jets, I think, but I'm still gonna go with Miami here because that defense is solid.
I'm also going on Miami, and Miami, like for divisional games, they always get up, and also they're just like fuck the Jets, and I'm also fuck the Jets.
Right.
Washington football team at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Football team.
Yeah, give me Washington there. Green Bay Packers at the Baltimore Ravens.
Green Bay.
Yep. Arizona Cardinals at the Detroit Tigers.
The Lions.
This is I like it.
Different big cat. No, I was correcting you. You said the Tigers.
Oh, that's right. I did say that.
You know what? Yeah. Let's go. Dan Campbell. Let's go, Dan Campbell. You fucking wrestling heel extraordinaire, calling people turds. I love it. Go get him.
I'm on Arizona there. Houston at Jacksonville.
Houston.
I like it, but I'm on Jacksonville there. Dallas Cowboys at the New York Football Giants.
I have so many questions about Dallas, and Hard Knocks is not solving them for me.
It's not. This is super late in the season, so maybe. I'm going on the Giants.
I'm going Dallas. Fuck.
Yeah. There's so many questions with the Cowboys.
Fuck. But you know what isn't a question is the Zeke Elliott and Dak Prescott friendship just adorable?
It's super good. Yeah, it's super
so
good.
Adorable. They're like just Bert and Ernie.
My one only big critique on Hard Knocks this season is I always like it when they follow players who are at risk of getting cut.
Right.
And I don't feel like I've gotten that as much this season.
I think you'll get it because that
probably will.
The Kamara guy.
Azur
Kamara. They'll get into it. I always have like one player that Hard Knocks gets me way too hyped up to draft. Who do you think it's going to be?
Is it going to be Zeke?
It's going to be CD Lamb.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I had him last year. As a rookie. He is on my list for fantasy this year.
He's on mine too, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he's a stud.
He looks so fucking good. I have a thing with Oklahoma receivers though. Like I always still want to like draft Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
He's
gonna be. Didn't they pick up another wide receiver? He could be a little bit better this year too.
He fucking could be. I never know. Up next, Titans at the Steelers.
By the way, CD Lamb is way better than his brother Laserdisc Lamb, and also DVD
also
Lamb.
True. Also, fucking fuck you.
I'm gonna go with the Titans. I'm gonna take the Titans here.
I'm also on the Titans here. Cincinnati Bengals at the Denver Broncos.
God damn it, the Bengals.
Give me the Broncos there. Butler's gonna clean up.
Here we go.
Atlanta Falcons at the San Francisco 49ers.
Yikes. San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm on San Francisco as well. Seattle Seahawks at the Los Angeles Rams.
Rams.
Rams all day. Saints at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Before I was like saying it just like out of confidence, but like now I'm literally just saying it out of loyalty, which is because I feel like we're down for such a letdown. But who dat?
I love it. And I'm on it too. Revenge spot for Jameis Winston.
There we go.
And in the regular season, the Saints fucking owned the Bucs in the regular season.
They did. And maybe, I mean, if it's not, revenge spot for Jameis Winston, just spot for Taysom Hill, maybe. We don't fucking know. Or could it be Ian Book time?
You never know, but I just think that the Saints in the regular season, I don't think the Bucs will play like they did in the postseason last year. And like the Saints owned them. They straight up owned them. And yeah, Drew Brees was there, but I'm hoping Jameis is there starting and he's like already thrown like 28 touchdowns. And like 12 picks.
I mean, you had 2 seasons in a row of Drew Brees having like extended injuries, and there wasn't very much drop off with Teddy Bridgewater. They still won games with Taysom Hill. So I just hope that it's kind of like that, but it's a full season's worth.
I hope so. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'll do it for the NFL Week 15 picks. We've only got 3 more to go. So we're going to double up next week, and then we'll finish on the week leading up to NFL Week 1.
Sexy the way the timing worked out.
So fucking hot. Finishing up what's going on in the garage right now. Like I alluded to before, new top 10 video is probably coming out soon. I think that's what it's going to be. I'll announce it right now. New top 10 of stuff I wish was happening in the XFL right now.
There we go. They if they don't hire you as their social media coordinator, they are up. Damn fools.
The only two people they should hire are me or Bailey Carlin, but he's already working a different job.
There we go.
So the choice is obvious.
Or Peyton Manning. I mean, is he good at social media? I feel like Eli's the better one at social media. Yeah, maybe. And also,
so hire Peyton, but have someone else do it. Just hire Peyton for like the clicks and the publicity, and then just have someone else do it.
His son will do it, and he'll just be yeah.
Exactly. And then this week we actually have a behind the scenes video of your trip out to Nebraska. Little behind the scenes action.
Fantastic. Looking forward to that. Definitely a weekend worth reliving. So you should.
Oh hell yeah!
If you've seen our different videos that we shot while we were there, you should definitely see the behind the scenes, because we had a ball. We had a ball.
You definitely fucking should. And last bit of garage information going on right now. The Rampage Tour is alive and well. I'm working on the videos right now. I'm really, really hoping to have one out this year. It's I'll probably, by the time we get into the season, we'll see how much time I fucking have, but I'll be working on it as much as I can. I'm going to work on it more after we're done with like recording this. I'm staying up fucking late working on that shit. I want it out this year. Super, super bad.
Let's do it. I'm looking forward. Like I said last week, anything you do, I'm watching. So I'm looking forward to it as well.
What is going on your side of the garage right now?
Let's see, man. As always, Saratoga. I've got my my daily tip sheets available through Horse Racing Nation, $9.99 full card each day, and then we just actually added like a 30-day subscription plan, which saves you a ton of money if you've been purchasing every single day at Horse Racing Nation. $49.99 30-day subscription. I'll be back Friday with my boy XFL Jim here for our preview show, and then Friday also with Always Be Racing with our boy Blackjack Fletcher and former WWE diva Summer Rae, aka Danielle Monnier, and then as always back in the garage for the Jimnasium wrap-up show Sunday.
All the fucking time. Don't forget, in a few weeks we are going to be in Vegas together, my friend. God, it's gonna be so close. It's so fucking close. What is going on my side? More a little bit. Vince Corio, yes, I am keeping the dream of the XFL alive. I will say this. I saw some XFL people on Twitter fucking being some real Debbie Downers and acting like, hey, if the CFL is this good and they move to the spring, I don't even need the XFL. And I'm just like, that's blasphemous. You say that in front of me, I'm going to slap the fucking taste out of your mouth.
Yeah, there we go.
The XFL is coming back. It's going to be amazing.
People need to be slapped when they say foolish things.
Yes. Bring back slapping people. I'm going to leave you with that. We do have a question before we dip out. Vince Corio, do y'all have any NFL fantasy dynasty pick suggestions? I've actually never done a dynasty fantasy team.
Is this the first year of the dynasty? That would be my question. And are we talking like drafting someone in a certain spot to replace another player?
There's a lot of questions.
Yeah. What does he say? Need the XFL. All right. So
yeah, he does need the XFL, but his batteries are low on the league. My batteries are always, I'm like the Energizer Bunny when it comes to my batteries with the XFL.
All right. We actually just talked about it, and I might still be on the Hard Knocks high, but for a dynasty pick, a player that I think is going to be just really on his way up and, going to have a good couple years of upside. I CeeDee Lamb. I would use CeeDee. That to me, that seems like a smart dynasty player that you could probably dip into the second, third, fourth round to get.
Probably, I would think so too. If you also want to take a huge gamble on a player, and if you're hoping that they kind of stick around for a little, not the player, but like their system sticks around for a little bit, you might want to take a super late round pick if you can on Rondale Moore for the Cardinals. He's a great athlete. He's got ups for fucking days. And if Kingsbury stays around, that offense should just be a high-powered offense still.
Okay. Let me see. Someone else. If you're going quarterback, I would definitely go somebody young. Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray would be a solid
a good one.
Quarterback pick. If I were to look at running backs, Najee Harris.
Najee Harris is a really good one, especially if he stays in Pitt because they don't have anyone else.
Yeah, that to me, Najee Harris seems like a real like a lot of pretty good late round value in terms of players that you can keep and have for a couple years and probably get them pretty late in a dynasty draft. Just because I think there are a lot of people that are really like
you're not going to be getting like Jonathan Taylor.
Right. There are a lot of people that are really adverse to drafting rookies in fantasy, I feel. And I always pick out one or two rookies that I want to target. Like it started with Percy Harvin a couple of years ago. I was all over him his rookie year. I picked Saquon Barkley. I took Saquon Barkley over Alvin Kamara, his rookie.
There you go.
I think there's value in just taking the gamble on rookies, especially not in a single season, but in a dynasty format. I don't know, Vince, what do you think? Am I a moron?
No, so he's on team Moore. He's on team Rondale Moore. He likes the gambling aspect to it, but I think you're right on. I think you have to take into you need to take in team factor as well. Like how long is that coach still going to be there?
Yeah.
If the system he's in is going to change drastically, how well can he do in a different system? You just need to factor in longevity.
Right. I wouldn't go out and draft Tom Brady if you're going to be in this league for the next 10 years.
Yeah, because you're going to have to replace that pick pretty soon.
Yeah, and I would stay away from, if you want to do a dynasty and have sustained success, I might stay away from quite a few of the Chiefs this year because that I think
maybe Mahomes. I feel like Mahomes will be good regardless.
Mahomes will be good regardless, but I think you're going to soon hit the point where they can't afford all the contracts to keep the Legion of Zoom together. Travis Kelce is getting older. Andy Reid, Lord knows how long his heart is going to last. So, I mean, how long is that winning formula going to stay intact? And I mean, you could argue that maybe Eric Bieniemy isn't getting these jobs because he's just the heir apparent in Kansas City, and that's the way they decide to be,
Could
dynasties. Be. And maybe he just wants too much. For me to step away from this Kansas City situation, I want too much. Or he's just getting a raw deal, which is also, I know in the NFL, very
It's a real possibility.
Yeah.
But I would say go Najee Harris, go Rondale Moore, go like young receivers as well.
Like CeeDee Lamb. I would be.
CeeDee Lamb's great. That's a great one.
Vince, thank you for that's a good question. I'm glad that we got some chatter that made us think tonight.
Oh, Vince Corey, he's one of my big guys. He's one of the guys that actually commented on the video, and he's getting a nice little free piece of merch. He's a good dude.
There we go.
Hell yeah. That'll do it for this episode of The Jimnasium, folks. Where can the people find you, my man?
You can find me being abrasive on Twitter at of Oaklawn. That's OF and then the word Oaklawn. I mentioned my tip sheets earlier. If you go to horseracingnation.com and look at their, don't want to brag here, but if you hit their expert picks tab, I am there. And you can get my Saratoga tips every single day.
There you fucking go, folks. You know where to find me. Twitter all the time at XFL Jim. Easy enough. XFL Jim. Jim, not GYM. You fucking heathens. If whoever's doing, I don't know if anyone's doing that, but if you are,
fucking
stop.
Philistines.
You can find me 3 times a week on the Jimnasium. Twice with my lovely co-host here, Chase. Once with the boy, the Gulf Coast guru himself, Magic Mike, in the Jimnasium tailgate, covering college football every single week. We're going to be dropping our top 25 teams tomorrow.
That dude knows his shit.
He fucking knows his shit with college football.
Binders. The man has binders.
Yeah. He's got binders for fucking days. You can find me on Instagram, and of course you can find me on YouTube, dropping videos every single day of the week. And you can find both of us, the podcast and our original like videos and picks, over on Better Than Vegas. Go there, join in, make your picks. You think you're a good gambler? Make some videos, put yourself out there, put it on the line, and if you are a good gambler, you could fucking win $250 on top of whatever you win on your picks each and every week.
I have won 3 times. I have verifiably gotten $750 for my wins. Like, this is no bullshit, people. They pay out real money in these weekly showdowns.
I've won twice. I've gotten $500 real dollars on top of pick money just for making picks. It's so fucking good. It's a great fun time. You can put your little spin on it. Like, I go fucking wild. I bet from the gut. Artie bets. He was commenting earlier. He wraps his picks. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Fucking, I wish I had as much street cred as Artie bets.
You have garage cred.
That's all
you
I
have
need
garage
in life.
cred.
All I need in life.
Thank you, folks, for listening. And as always, of course, go to Manscaped, use promo code XFL, 20% off, free shipping. Give the Jimnasium a follow on all podcast platforms. We're everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, Stitcher, TuneIn. We are everywhere. Give us a follow. Give us a review. It fucking helps. Love you guys. And the garage is out. Peace out, everybody.